be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals.
A sucker's a nigga pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like if you sitting and you I'm not going because this
for him out.
I think I can take him.
50 Cent just fired back at Jay Prince after Prince allegedly tried to push him out of Houston, and this time, 50 isn't holding back. He's coming for Jay Prince with serious heat, calling out the alleged shady dealings behind what many see as an extortion attempt. Word is, Jay Prince has been feeling the pressure and may have even sent people to interfere with 50's business moves. But of course, 50 isn't backing down. He's already trolling Prince on Instagram, even daring him to show up if he really means business. Allegedly, 50 Cent has receipts that could seriously damage Jay Prince's operation. And by the looks of it, Prince wouldn't want that kind of smoke. Still, that's not to say Jay Prince doesn't carry influence. He still commands respect in Houston streets, and there are folks willing to stand by him. With both men holding power in different corners of the country, this clash could become a defining moment. Let's dive into what's going on.
Insinuate, extorting people. Ain't no money in that. Real nigga ain't gonna have that no way. You know, check in for what? I mean, I don't want to impose or force myself.
50 Cent has been applying pressure on Jay Prince for a while now, and their feud has always been intense, bordering on hostile. 50's been vocal about rejecting Jay Prince's notorious checking-in culture, while Prince sees himself as the undisputed leader of Houston. For a long time, their beef remained distant, 50 operating from New York and Prince holding sway in H-Town. There was little chance of a face-to-face confrontation unless fate intervened. But the game changed when 50 Cent took the fight directly to Prince's backyard. He moved to Houston. And he didn't just relocate personally. He moved his entire business setup there. He broke the news with a tweet saying, "I love New York, but I live in Houston now. I'll explain later." One key reason? Taxes. 50 had previously complained about New York taxes rising by 62%, putting a strain on his financial dealings. Like many entrepreneurs, he was looking to escape the heavy tax burden. But that wasn't the only motivation. He'd also expressed interest in becoming more involved with Houston's thriving hip-hop scene. The city is a major hub for rap, trap, and southern hip-hop culture, an ideal fit for someone like 50 who's deeply embedded in entertainment and entrepreneurship. He saw Houston as a strategic investment opportunity with promising returns. Some even suggested he was drawn there because of his alcohol brand, Branson Cognac. Remember when he toured local liquor stores across the city promoting the product? It's likely he saw Houston as a key market and wanted to be close to it. However, Jay Prince didn't take kindly to 50's arrival. Reportedly, he felt disrespected and viewed it as a direct challenge to his authority. Allegedly, Prince attempted to force 50 into his checking-in protocol by sending his crew to apply pressure, hoping to make 50 cough up some cash. But 50 didn't have it. He made it crystal clear he had his own security in place and wasn't going to be strong-armed in the name of street codes.
You know what's a sucker to me? A sucker is a pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like if you sitting and you I'm not going because this.
I won't fuck with him, but I'll fuck with this one.
Yeah, I think I can take him.
Right.
You want to fight the nigga you think you can beat.
And I called Jay Prince in the mouth.
This only fueled Jay Prince's anger. Rumors suggest he attempted to declare a no-fly zone for 50 Cent, trying to shut down his moves in Houston. But once again, 50 stood firm, refusing to play along. Not only did he ignore the threats, but he stayed active handling business, staying visible, and even creating local opportunities. One major initiative was a new film studio under his company, G-Unit Film and Television, set to open in Houston. The investment was reportedly around $20 million, but due to rising tensions and behind-the-scenes friction, 50 pulled the plug on the Houston plans and chose to relocate the entire studio project to Shreveport, Louisiana.
Foremost, most of you may not know this, you had the opportunity to take Houston.
Yeah.
But you chose Shreveport.
Yeah. And Houston didn't have the same, they embraced me good. Like I got out there, they showed me a lot of love.
Mm-hmm.
But Shreveport had the infrastructure already here. Like even the tax incentive was
In 2022, about a year after 50 Cent relocated to Houston, the city honored him in a big way. The mayor presented him with a symbolic key to the city and declared an official 50 Cent Day in his name. The announcement came during the annual Thanksgiving Day Parade. Mayor Sylvester Turner praised 50 Cent, describing him as one of the city's most influential figures. He recognized 50 not only as a rapper and artist, but also as a philanthropist and entrepreneur who has made meaningful contributions to local causes, especially in education. Through his G-Unity program, 50 has helped turn high school students into young entrepreneurs. During the ceremony, Mayor Turner officially proclaimed November 24th as 50 Cent Day and told him he would always have a place in Houston. The crowd showed immense support, welcoming 50 as one of their own, and 50 returned the love in his acceptance speech.
To the city of Houston, but he didn't just come here to live. He has been helping out on so many causes in this city. And especially, he has been in our high schools, turning our high school students into entrepreneurs with his G-Unity program. I've seen him firsthand. This city has been elevated because of his presence, and so today we have the honor of saying to him, he's our 2022 Grand Marshal. Give it up to Curtis 50 Jackson. Now, before I call on him to speak, let me present you first a key to the city of Houston. Anywhere you go, 550 buildings, use the key, the door will swing wide open.
While 50 Cent was being celebrated, J. Prince reportedly wasn't pleased. With 50 gaining recognition and rising as a public figure in Houston, J. Prince seemed to be losing his grip on the city's influence. But here's the reality: 50E's contributions to Houston speak for themselves. His efforts have directly benefited the community, while J. Prince has faced criticism for the way he operates. Since moving to Houston, 50 has consistently invested back into the city. Through his G-Unity Foundation, he launched the G-Unity Business Lab, an educational program designed to teach entrepreneurial skills to students in the Houston Independent School District. Beyond education, he's made his mark on the local sports and entertainment scene. His Sire Spirits brand has formed partnerships with major sports teams like the Houston Rockets, Astros, and Texans. In 2022, he also introduced the first ever Houston Tycoon Comedy and Music Festival. That same year, he teamed up with the Rockets to distribute 1,000 free turkeys to families for Thanksgiving, and his philanthropy didn't stop there. In 2023, he donated $850,000 worth of toys during the holidays to support a citywide campaign that aimed to give away 100,000 toys to kids across Houston. Then in 2024, he helped raise $500,000 for the Houston Children's Charity by auctioning 2 large bottles of his Le Kemen du Roy champagne. The gala brought in a total of $6 million, a new record for the organization.
God darn it, 50 Cent, get out here. Come on. You are. I know all the time I've spent with him, we've had some great times. He even tried to tell me some fleas one night.
I gotta hang out with the people that can buy this stuff from me.
$110, get 125, $125, get 125.
I think Johnny might be on.
In short, 50 Cent's influence is significant, and the city has embraced him because of the value he brings. Meanwhile, J. Prince and his Mob T.I.'s crew have taken a very different path. Instead of generating opportunities or contributing in visible ways, J. Prince has built his reputation around exerting control, especially over artists trying to do business in Houston. After naming himself the unofficial king of Houston, J. Prince assumed the role of protecting visiting artists from getting robbed or harassed. At first glance, that sounds noble, but under the surface, it's widely seen as a form of organized extortion. His team runs something known as checking in, where artists must meet with Prince and pay respects before conducting any business.
To pay their respects.
Maybe we need to change the word for the youngsters. The checking in part, is they seem to get hung up on that word, checking in.
Yeah.
So if we could diversify that word and bring it up to a 2021 thing.
Right. What's the word, OG? What's the word?
Maybe we may want to tell them they need to get connected.
But paying respects usually means handing over large sums of money allegedly under the pretense of protection. The idea is that if something gets stolen, Prince and his crew can retrieve it. However, it's often made clear that these payments aren't optional. Artists who decline are reportedly targeted. Take NBA YoungBoy, for example. He didn't agree to check in when he came to Houston. Not long after, 2 individuals broke into his property, stealing jewelry, cash, and the keys to some luxury vehicles. The thieves later contacted him, demanding a $30,000 payment to return his belongings. But YoungBoy refused to play along. He called them out publicly, stating he wasn't intimidated and dismissed the situation as foolish behavior.
Kids.
Don't turn me down. What you said? Don't turn me down. What you on, folks? Don't turn you down. Yeah, man. What you on, folks? What you mean what I'm on? What you on, man? What the deal there? What up? What up? You want to buy your shit back? What? You ain't you flunked out. I'm trying to see where you at. You dumb. What you got? $20 out of car? Nah, nigga. You know what we got? Nigga, stop that cap. Man. You capping, bro. They gonna believe anything. You want me to start my car? I just took a picture in the same car today with my little boy. You bitch ass niggas on this bitch like y'all stole something. I'm gonna catch you.
Then out of the blue, J Prince joined the conversation. He tagged NBA YoungBoy in an Instagram video, claiming the individuals who took YB's belongings had brought the items to him. He publicly asked YoungBoy to reach out if he wanted them returned.
The little homie YoungBoy, place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, YoungBoy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce, I got your keys to your McLaren, you know, all that shit that they took, and the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
We got your Rolls Royce umbrellas, we got your keys, we got a bunch of other shit, so get in contact with us, bro, get your shit back.
But YB wasn't buying it. He called out J Prince for what he saw as fake generosity. He criticized Prince for airing the issue online instead of contacting him directly. According to YoungBoy, a man of J Prince's age should know better than to handle personal matters on social media. If Prince's intentions were genuine, he would have resolved things privately. To YB, this public video was just a setup and indirect way to pressure him into paying even more than the original thieves demanded, so he chose not to engage.
Hey, I don't want no friends, I don't want no new relationships. All that pussy, I don't respect none of that, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty around me you could call. Man, nigga, it's plenty ways you could get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no publicity, none of that pussy. And I'm good on the keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Mind your business, man.
And YB isn't the only one calling out this checking-in approach. Cameron and Mai also took aim at J Prince during an episode of their podcast, It Is What It Is. They openly mocked him for continuing this behavior at his age, suggesting that instead of trying to control the scene, he should focus on mentoring the younger generation and helping them grow.
When you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas. Like, the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real, all that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Niggas would tell me, Mace, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission. They would say, yo, Mace, listen. Around here, We don't send niggas to do nothing for us. We don't pay niggas to handle our problems. You gotta put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you were supposed to tell them. You can't go out here and talk crazy and then send me on a mission. Nah, this is where the game got messed up, when young niggas started sending old niggas out. And just cause this little ignorant nigga got a few dollars, he make all of you that's supposed to be real run after his mission. This is a problem, J. Prince. And I'm gonna tell you like this, if you're 60 years old and you trying to be a street nigga, you failed. You failed. You failed. You failed. I'm telling you this. And I stand, my name is Mace. I stand by this message.
There's also the issue of the loaded dice games allegedly organized by J. Prince and his sons for visiting rappers. Rumors have circulated that these games are part of a broader scheme to pressure artists into handing over money. One of the most troubling stories tied to this is the death of Takeoff. Reports say that a dispute broke out during one of these dice games. Guns were drawn, and Takeoff was tragically hit by a stray bullet. But according to new footage and insider sources, the situation might be even murkier. Allegedly, J. Prince was unhappy with Takeoff and Quavo for not checking in the way he expected. He supposedly gave the green light for his team to intimidate them, just a light warning that was never meant to be fatal. Unfortunately, the situation escalated and Takeoff lost his life. Every time J. Prince is questioned about this incident, he appears uncomfortable and avoids giving direct answers.
Nothing should have happened. What do you say to that?
What I would say to that is, you know, I have a track record, man, and the Prince family have a track record of 30 plus years of, you know what I mean, honoring and loving on our guests and being with our guests, and no shit like this never happened. But here's the thing, and this is what people don't understand. We ain't never had nobody to attack us. If you know what I mean. You know, when a man attack a situation with a weapon, then, you know, it become a playing field where, you know, any and everything goes. So that's what we're dealing with right here, and that's the root of this situation.
When Mike and Junior was walking by, he actually went in the restroom to wash blood off his hand where he had reached up under Takeoff. He had to pick him up, and his fingers went in there. You know why? Blood went off.
People are talking, and the Takeoff case isn't the only one that has raised red flags. Remember Duke the jeweler? He thought he struck gold after winning $100,000 in a dice game. But before he could leave, he was ambushed. Not only was everything taken from him, but he also lost his life. Stories like these have led many to compare 50 Cent's contributions to Houston with J. Prince's influence, and the difference is clear. 50 has brought opportunities, while J. Prince's name continues to be linked to violence and controversy. Now, here's where things get more complicated. Allegedly, J. Prince has been plotting ways to push 50 out of Houston. But before he could act, 50 got caught up in a conflict with Big Meech. J. Prince has always backed Big Meech, and rumors suggest he sent people to warn 50 to back off.
I believe people play with people intelligence the way they play with people intelligence and intellect. You know, the way they do today. You know, people are telling lies for a living. You know what I mean? They actually lying to y'all for a living, but
as expected, 50 Cent isn't the kind of person to let someone run him off. Instead of retreating, he decided to fight back by exposing what he claims is J. Prince's extortion network. Word is, 50 is now focused on bringing that operation to light and putting an end to it. And knowing 50, he's likely going to make a spectacle out of it. Now we want to hear from you. Should 50 be more cautious while in Houston? Or do you think he's already got another plan ready to outmaneuver J. Prince? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to check out what's next.